we go.
Oh, sumimasen. Getting green. Oh!
You're gonna cross.
We're gonna cross, my friend. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Here we go. We're just going straight into the center.
Guys, welcome to where?
We're in the middle of Tokyo. It's Shibuya, baby.
Shibuya, baby. We're gonna give you some tips on photography tonight. We're gonna take some photos each with Duncan. You've met Duncan before for our due-in commercial. We're gonna take maybe 3-5 photos each and give you some settings, tips, whatever you need for nighttime photography. Let's rock and roll from Shibuya, babies. Am I there?
You're there, baby. You're there.
Guys, we got our first shot with Mishu. Go and follow her on Instagram right now, first of all. Link in the description. This is gonna be my first photo. We got a lot of tattoos. We're gonna find the right light, right position, right pose, and we're gonna share the settings we are using with the cameras. Ready?
Ready.
She's ready. I'm ready, Duncan.
I'm ready.
Let's roll. Mishu's very kind. We took some photos in the middle of Shibuya Cross. The photos are really nice, but we are not happy with the lights. So we're gonna look for some lights here. What's this place, Duncan?
This, I just call it Basketball Alley, but I'm sure it's got a Japanese name. Yeah, there's lots and lots of shops around here. There's like tiny little walkaway alleys that you'll find like graffiti and crazy stuff. So it's always a good spot to get a few snaps. So let's see what we can find.
Duncan is living in Japan for a few years now, so...
Until they kick me out.
He's our guide. How long have you been here for, Mishu?
Over 10 years, more than 15.
Oh wow, as well, 10 years, guys.
Yeah,
that's a long time. Right, let's find the place and we're gonna give you... Actually, in terms of photography, I was taking photos with a 70-200 Canon lens at F2.8 all the way down to 200 millimeters. And we have some competitors right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, but it's on his iPhone.
Okay, guys, we found a spot. We got this, well, nice lady, but also nice pink light at the background. That's our key light.
That's the key light, mate.
We got a pink key light, and we got some fill light maybe in yellow there. So we're gonna switch back to the 70-200 lens, and I'm gonna share the settings in a second. All right, first photo, guys, we did with Mishu. We found a spot with a Nora background there. In terms of settings, we have shutter speed 1/125th of a second, aperture f2.8, ISO 400. I shot at 120 millimeters. We have a nice bouquet behind Mishu's face. That's all you need to know. Same lens we used before, Canon lens 70-200, MarkIII. All right, guys, that was my shot. We're gonna pass the camera to Duncan. That's gonna be his shot. So we're gonna find a different subject, I guess. He's gonna find a subject. We're gonna follow with B-roll stuff. Yep. Hello! What are you doing, Duncan?
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You know you love it, baby.
Oh, yeah. Anything, Duncan-san? You still not?
No.
We can't find a shot for Duncan, guys.
Well, what we're doing is we're scout. The problem with Shibuya is it's massive. So we're just kind of like looking at everything we can find.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to say because he's going to steal it. I just say long exposure.
Actually, you could do.
Nighttime, man, that's the way.
Nighttime long exposure. You could do Shibuya crossing and you could have it all as a long exposure. Oh, whoa, what's all this? Plan. You got, two shots you could choose. We've got an alleyway here, it's super cool. But it's also, the trains are scooting across above. It'd be nice on a super wide to try and get the train in and the alleyway. But is it too much? Don't know. Or do you just focus on that main part, which is just this alleyway, and ignore the train? I think I'm just going to focus on the alley. It's enough.
Can you tell me your settings and lens?
This is the G Master 16-35mm. I've got F2.8 ISO 800, and it's on 125 the shutter, and I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna check it, see what it looks like. Look at all this stuff. It's crazy. Crazy cool.
Two idiots on the road. Guys, Japanese toilets are the best. So we found this alley. I think I found my second shot, which is the shot number 3. These lanterns, look at this alley, come on. I think I'm gonna use again the 70-200 lens and take some close-ups or details of this line of lanterns. There's no one here, great timing. We're gonna do it.
Something like
this, guys, check this out. Manual focus. Oh, we can go in details or keep it wider to see the actual alley. I think I keep it a bit wider to 70mm, still at 1/125th in terms of shutter speed, f2.8 because we like that bokeh and depth of field ISO 800 as low as we can get. And I try to keep this pole in front of the lens a tiny bit to the left hand side again to give the depth of field, and I think it really works. This is the shot. Sorry guys.
Bye bye. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Woo.
We got some beer going on. We're looking for another shot. We don't know what number is it now, but we struggle to find new things, even though we shouldn't be struggling in Tokyo. So we keep walking down. Duncan is not even thinking about a shot right now. He likes the beer.
Yeah, I got man. I'm just thinking of it, because there's a lot of signs and stuff, maybe an interesting shot would be of like this stretched out, there's a lot of text. Japanese seem to love having like a lot of stuff cramped together in a small space, kind of like Tokyo. So it could be interesting. We've been keeping it quite shallow depth of field, so it's 2.8, and then 1/200th of the shutter, and then ISO 800. It's kind of similar as before. It's quite like, maybe I think I might change things up a little bit, I think.
I think I've got my last shot. We're actually going to Shibuya crossing. We're gonna do some long exposure photography, so we give you different tips this time. And then we got another shot for this man right here. So indecisive tonight. Guys, you've seen Spider-Man, he was a bit out of shape in these days.
Not a lot of crime in Tokyo.
That's true. This is my shot. We find the location for the wide angle here. Long exposure, we're gonna give you the settings in a minute. All right guys, as we're doing long exposure, I need to put an ND filter on because we're gonna keep the shutter open for a few seconds. But yeah, that's a variable ND filter by Hoya. By the way, if you want, there's a link in the description tab. A shutter which is 10 seconds before it actually clicks. So we hope to make nice light stripes. And then other settings are f8. So we have a pretty, well, it's not very open actually, aperture, just to get more things in focus. The ISO is 50, as low as we can get, not to get any noise, as you can hear right now. And that's the shot. Okay, what's the plan? We have an idea. He has an idea.
Go? So we've done, like, you see all those wide shots and you see all the portraits and all that stuff, but you never see anything super close up in the city. You know, like focusing on something tiny. So maybe we try and get a little bit of macro, but don't really have the lenses for that.
No. We might get one of these small toys and take some photos with that. But did we find anything here? So what do people like? Do they like Dragon Ball or Back to the Future?
Whoa. It's 400 yen. That's expensive.
I pay for it.
400 yen for a Back to the Future car. Here we go. And then. Oh, he rips open his. Check that out. Let's take it out of the packet.
Ooh, DeLorean, my friends.
Look at this. If you're a child of the 80s,
Oh, we are.
you're gonna like this little bad boy.
Okay, what do? We're gonna find the location.
We've got to find some nice lights and then stick this somewhere where we can make it look kind of Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oop. Let's put our little boy down here. Yeah, there. Yeah.
You are halfway, man. How is it going, Duncan? Talk to me.
That's so weird. Everyone's just like, what's he? He's obsessed about some freaking DeLorean car. Why not?
God, talk to me about the challenges of this shot, man.
Trying to do something a bit kind of, well, I suppose a bit silly, but we've got a short window to try and sort out all the creative choices. And yeah, it's so hard. In the middle of the road, you got people walking back and forth. Can't really see what we're getting, but it's fun, isn't it? It's all about playing around.
Okay, take two.
Take two.
In the middle of Tokyo, Shibuya. Okay, you're halfway with timing.
I just got to take a bunch of them because.
Okay, one. Let's go.
I just have to take a bunch of them because I can't see the focus point.
We might have found a spot, but we need some reflection, so we just got a bottle of water. We can play with this stuff. It's gonna be really cool. He had a great idea.
We got the lights over there are great. You got to see the lights of the Shibuya station and all the rest of it. It's just like, yeah, perfect backdrop. It's all blur anyway, so you know, that's what we want. So now we just got to add a little bit of reflection on the ground. So let's see if this works. I'm going to focus on the front wheel. Let's have a little look and see what we got in this.
All right, dude, are you happy with your last shot?
Yeah, that was fun. Looking around, trying to do something a bit different. I think that's the first time I've ever tried to do something like that. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Guys, we're done with the vlog.
It's Back to the Future for here.
Back to the Future. We hope you enjoyed the video and the tips. Oh, we need to share the settings of the last shot, my friend.
Oh,
Check it out.
crackers.
We're gonna give you the settings right now. What do you have?
It's just too much depth of field, really. So we a little bit too much. So we went f5.6, ISO cranked it up all the way to 2500.
Very dark.
And yeah, it was a bit dark. And then shutter 160. So
160 of a second, and that's what we leave you with. Yeah, again, we hope you enjoyed.
yeah.
Hit the subscribe button, follow again, and I think we say bye-bye from Tokyo from this time.
No, come back soon.
Come back soon. See you later, guys.
Ciao.